The train's whistle echoed through the station, a sharp reminder that I was on the cusp of something monumental. The Chennai Express stood before me, a steel serpent of inevitability, ready to carry me to my future. My heart beat in sync with its rhythm, a blend of excitement, nerves, and a tinge of fear. I glanced at my watch, 5 minutes to departure. My suitcase rested by my feet, a simple black case filled with my wedding outfit, a few gifts, and a lifetime of dreams. The platform buzzed with activity, vendors shouting, farewells, and travelers bustling to find their seats. This wasn't just a journey to a new city, it was a journey to a new life. In 2 days, I would stand before a crowd of loved ones, holding hands with Ananya, the woman who had turned my life upside down in the most beautiful way. We met on a train, ironically enough, 2 years ago. I was heading home from college and she was traveling to a cousin's wedding. She sat across from me, nose buried in a book. There was a simple conversation, her asking if I had change for tea, me cracking an awkward joke about train chai being a life-changing experience. But by the end of that journey, I knew I wanted to see her again. Now here I was, heading toward a commitment we had both dreamed of, yet feared in equal measure. The train jerked into motion, pulling me away from the familiarity of my city and toward the unknown.
As I settled into my seat, I noticed the couple beside me. They were elderly, perhaps in their 70s, and their quiet companionship radiated a warmth that filled the compartment. The woman adjusted her husband's scarf while he poured her a cup of tea from their shared flask. I couldn't help but wonder if Ananya and I would grow old like this, content, together, and still looking at each other with that spark of understanding. The journey was long, but not monotonous. Outside the window, the world unfolded in fleeting snapshots. Fields of mustard, bustling stations, and kids waving at the train as it passed. Inside, there were snippets of life in every corner. Families sharing food, vendors hawking snacks, and travelers exchanging stories. As the hours stretched, I found myself scrolling through photos of Ananya on my phone. Her smile, her laugh, the way her eyes lit up when she talked about her dreams. I could almost hear her voice teasing me. "You better not be late, Karthik." Night fell and the train transformed into a cocoon of soft murmurs and rustling blankets. I leaned against the window, watching the moonlight dance over the passing landscape. The enormity of what lay ahead began to sink in. Marriage wasn't just a ceremony, it was a promise, a partnership, a leap of faith. By the time the train pulled into my destination, dawn was breaking. The sky was streaked with hues of orange and pink, a canvas of hope and new beginnings. My heart swelled with anticipation as I stepped onto the platform. Waiting for me was Ananya, her eyes sparkling as she waved. She wore a simple salwar, but to me, she looked radiant. I walked toward her, suitcase in hand, and a lifetime of love in my heart. "Ready for forever?" she asked, her voice teasing but her eyes serious. "Only if you are," I replied, grinning. As we walked out of the station together, I realized that the journey to my marriage wasn't just about a train ride. It was about every moment, every decision, and every dream that had led me to her. And as the city buzzed around us, I knew I was exactly where I was meant to be.